Yes, slope-intercept form is, come on. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Do you guys know what b or m stands for? M stands for slope, and B stands for y-intercept. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over types of slope and how to find slope, and then we're going to work on given a couple points how to find the slope, y-intercept, and graph it. But today we're just going to go over slope. So slope equals m in the equation. You can see slope written as m. To find m, it can be written as rise over run, change in y over changes in x, or the equation is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So if you're given points, you can use the equation. You're going to subtract y from y and then x from x and divide it to get your slope. Or if you're given a graph, you can use your rise over run or change in y over change in x. So looking at this graph here, I know it's kind of small, but we're trying to find the slope of the following line. So I'm going to do rise over run. So how much it rises, remember this is rise and this is run. So how much does it rise? 1. Oops. And the run is 1, 2. So 2. So my slope of this line is 1/2. I just picked any 2 points. Remember, you can pick any points on the graph to find your slope. So if I start here, it rises 1, runs 2. So it's the same for the whole graph. Everywhere with a function, the rate of change is constant, or the slope is constant, meaning it will never change. It stays the same. So that's how you find slope the slope from a graph. Oh, I made too many slides. Okay. Next, how to find slope given a table of values or ordered pairs. So this is when we're going to use our equation. So I have change in y over change in x, or y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So I can pick any of these values to subtract. It helps if they're the ones next to each other. But I could pick these two. I could pick these two. Remember, with my ordered pair, this is x, this is y. So I'm going to choose 10 and 8 and 12 and 2. And so I'm going to use this one as 2 and this one as 1. So my y2 would be 2 minus 8 divided by, and then my x, I'm going to take 12. And then my x1 would be 10, subtract 10. So 2 minus 8 gives me -6, and 12 minus 10 gives me 2. Can I simplify this any further? Yes, I can. What is 6 divided by 2? 3, yes. Since it's a -6, a negative divided by a positive gives me a negative. So my slope for these points is -3. So my slope equals -3, or my m equals -3. So that is how to find slope given the line or a graph, and then given points. So Mr. Esco taught me this cute little thing I thought I would share with you guys. Whoa, that's terrible. That's terrible. So we call this Mr. Slopey. Why is this being so slow? Okay, this is Mr. Slopey. We have all of his body parts are made of slope. So this eyebrow is made of a positive slope. This eyebrow is made of a negative slope. His nose is made of a no slope or undefined slope. And then his mouth is made of a slope of 0. So that's a 0. So we have a positive slope here. A negative slope. No slope or nose. And a 0 slope for the mouth. So if you were given a graph and it asked to define the slope, you would either say positive, negative, no slope, or 0 slope. So I don't have an assignment for today. It was just kind of going over slope. We'll review it a little bit more on Wednesday again before the assignment. The assignment is a worksheet. We won't be using Big Ideas Math, but it's just a worksheet over slope and graphing. So we will be doing that on Wednesday. So we'll have a work day in class on Wednesday. Remember that tonight 3.3 is